is mine, my friend.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Roy Jones Jr. It's Roy Jones Jr., one of the greatest of all time. Here.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing.
A lot of trash talk between these two. And there's the bell for round 1. They are giving us a high-tempo show. Jab misses. And this one has all of those big fight feels you want from a prize fight. Here we go.
You can walk into an arena and be the hero. The pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans. You can't get away from it. Ignore them. Lock it off. I know it's hard. I can hardly hear you, Todd. You've got to ignore them. Get on with your job.
Beautiful counter punch. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap.
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Oh, boy, the Miracle Man now in some trouble. And now they're right back into the fray.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
You'd like to see more jabs. Ooh, and Daniel Jacobs just got rocked. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. I promise you all. What do we expect to see here in round 2? That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Counter punch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
They exchange punches. Got a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Look at the hand speed and footwork between these two elite level middleweights. Counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
If you're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching your every move, that every touch.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Let him back.
And there's the bell to start round 3. Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not... Did you see that? Uh-oh, code red time here for Daniel Jacobs. What is he going to do? I thought we were going to see the finish there.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
There's a counter shot. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
A lot of effort being exerted here. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Only catching air with that hook. The charts action from both of these fighters. I don't know, I gotta take another look at that.
I need to see that again.
Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last. Back at it in round 4. It's been a nightmare so far. What can they do to turn this around?
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
To the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you're in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
Nice work to block that left uppercut. Both men step back for just a moment. That counter shot lands. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. At this point, you got to believe things are starting to heat up now as we enter the 5th. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Stamina is so important for these 2 fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Nope, that hook won't score. Looking to land the hook. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
How about that time counter shot? Catch and shoot. And he scores with the counter. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Jacobs in that last round. How much cardio was put in for this fight? It may come down to that.
This is when you talk about championship material.
There's the bell for round 6. They let it all hang out in the last round. What do they got left?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? And that is that. It is a knockout. What a win! And there's no doubt about it as we see it again. That body shot. Not many people.